Alright, hey guys, it's Poopies again.
And Mustache Man.
And we were having a discussion. We thought we got to inform the viewers about this. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
We were discussing its and things and how to defend yourself.
Yeah, if you
defeat them.
If you have to fight an it
or
a thing, how do you beat them?
Now, what we mean by that is there's a lot of movies with it or thing in the title, and we just went off on a tangent, and then we came up with some idea.
Now, so with the its, we were talking about it from Stephen King's novel, and then into the
later movies and so forth.
It the Clown, and then we want to just start with It the Clown.
Let's just go as we go. Yeah.
As we go. Okay. So, It the Clown, it's a scary monster that'll it scares you. It turns into like random things, and it tries to get you based on your fears.
Right. Yeah.
So, how do you think we would stop a scary monster?
Well, its base form is a clown, and what I know about clowns in movies all of my knowledge set comes directly from Killer Clowns in Outer Space.
In that you're attracted to them?
No, in that you shoot them in the nose and they explode.
Right, that's where we're going with this.
Yeah.
So you get a nose shot on it.
Yes.
And he'll just explode from there. So what would we need for an accurate nose shot?
Well, you don't need necessarily like great long-range accuracy or anything like that, or large caliber.
Really power.
Yeah.
You just want a quick.
Yeah. I think
round.
The Ruger 1022 would do that just fine.
Yeah.
And if you miss, there's no recoil really to speak of.
Yeah, you just clip off like ping, 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 ping.
There's only one of them. You got a lot of rounds here.
Yeah. Yeah, so you could hit him in the nose probably 5 times at least before he even notices. Mm-hmm. And he'll explode.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
And the important part though is you have to have confidence.
Well, yeah.
And if you're shooting a 1022, I mean, it's easy to hit, so easy confidence.
There you go.
Okay, so It from Stephen King's It, dies from a 1022.
Perfect.
Now,
what about the other hits?
It Follows.
Yes.
Now that was a horror movie made recently.
I think 2014, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember specifically.
Yeah.
But the thing from It Follows, it's a sexually transmitted ghoul.
Yeah.
That it gets you, but if you have sex with someone else, it'll get them first.
Yeah, but if it gets them, it comes back.
Then it has like a list, Yeah. I don't know if it writes it down or whatever. But this thing, it could also look like anybody. You might know the person, it might be a stranger, but it always walks after you, and it doesn't say anything, and then it rapes you to death.
Yeah, which is how you've always said you wanted to go out.
Well, I mean, it depends who it looks like.
Yeah, you wanted it to look like Barack Obama.
Sure. We'll go with that. So, if It Follows is coming at you, wanting to rape you to death, how would you defend yourself against this silent monster rapist?
So in the movie It Follows, they did shoot it with a pistol.
Yeah, they shot it with a pistol, but that didn't. Well, it
wasn't definitive.
Job, right. So we want to upgrade the firepower.
Yeah, we want to be extra sure. So we're gonna hold that AK. We're gonna go up in power level. We have an AR pistol here.
Rifle.
Well, this one's technically a pistol.
Yeah, technically, yeah, right.
It depends if you want to SBR it, you can, but that's government.
Right.
That's the government being in the business.
This AR pistol.
The government follows.
Right.
So, anyways, the good thing about this is it's lighter weight than a full-size rifle, and it's more compact, and then it files there running from it a lot.
But it just allows you walks after him.
Yeah.
It doesn't do the running thing. It walks after him.
So, but something
I guess it
like
wants
this
to save its energy for the raping.
True.
Yeah,
True.
it probably gets. I mean, like, how many people do you think it's raped to death?
They didn't really go into that. I mean, it could be just a few, or it could be many hundreds.
Like, what if it was an ancient curse and this thing has been like...
Oh, raping through time?
Through time, yeah, since like ancient Roman times. You know, that's probably when it came around with all those like crazy orgies and stuff.
Yeah. During the times of like Caligula and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
And then It Follows went through, and that's probably the reason the Roman Empire fell.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
But that's because the Romans didn't have AR pistols.
They did not. That would have been able to stop It Follows.
Definitely. So that covers the two main its.
Yeah. We're done with the its.
There's other its, but they're not popular, like, known.
Yeah. And then there's
follows.
like It's a Wonderful Life, but we're not gonna ruin that with firearms.
Yeah.
Not today.
We'll do a Christmas special.
Christmas special, maybe. Yeah. So, what other?
What about things?
Things. Okay. So we could start lighter then go darker, or darker then go lighter, because there's a lot of different things we were talking about.
Well, I think you got to start with the main thing, John Carpenter's The Thing.
Found something in the ice. We need some help down here. Can anybody hear me? We found something. We found something. We found something.
The best thing.
That's the best thing.
Yeah. All right. So the best thing about the thing, other than Kurt Russell, like the toughest part of it is that like regular firearms.
Yeah.
I mean,
no good.
So
ineffective.
The only thing that was effective against that thing was fire.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd have to get some type of flamethrower.
Yeah. Or rig something up that explodes or something.
Or explode it maybe, but even still an explosion, just scattering the pieces.
Yeah,
those pieces get up. So you need a flamethrower, and I don't have a flamethrower.
Neither do I.
So I guess the closest thing we could get would be a Dragon's Breath shotgun shell, which is, for those that don't know, the Dragon's Breath shotgun shell, shoots a big ball of flame.
Yeah, it's like shooting napalm, basically.
Right, and some states they're legal, some they're not. I don't think they're legal in Illinois.
I don't know.
But, yeah, whatever. Either way...
I don't really care.
Yeah. For our purposes, we're going to use a bullpup shotgun, which I know you are a huge fan of.
No.
Now, this bullpup, this is a Kel-Tec. Okay.
There are advantages to this over the one I showed.
Yeah, the one you showed sucked. It was from the 50s or
the design was from the 50s. They made it in the 60s and 70s.
This the ejector was on the right side, so if you're left-handed,
you couldn't use it left-handed.
Yeah, it has an ejector on the bottom, so.
And this is at least a pump, so it's probably more reliable.
Yeah, it's not going to jam up. And a nice thing about this, as you could probably see, it has 2 magazine tubes, one on each side here. So what that means, on each side, you could load 7 shells, 3 inches or 2 3/4.
Not 4 plus 1 in the chamber?
Yeah, so this has 14 plus 1. Okay. So that's an improvement. And let's say you were fighting something to where you want buckshot and then you want slugs.
Yeah.
And you have a selector switch on the bottom. You could hit it with some buckshot, select shot, hit it with some slugs, whatever need be. Now, if I was fighting the Thing from John Carpenter's The Thing, and I had Dragon's Breath in this, I could do a lot of damage with 15
That'll
Dragon's
definitely at
Breath
least slow it
shells.
down.
Yeah, I mean, if you hit it and it breaks up into a bunch of little ones, you could hit each one of those little ones too.
Yeah.
So,
I'll take that.
A 15-round shotgun that, it's legal. It has an 18-inch barrel. I also have an optic on it, so. But
for your precise shotgun
precise
side.
shotgunning.
Okay.
But not gonna lie, the bullpup design on a shotgun does kick a lot harder than a standard shotgun. Yeah, you wouldn't expect it with the, the chamber being right there, but it does. So I have the extra padding on mine.
Oh.
Yeah, but bullpup design, awesome for that gun. Yeah. So that concludes it, or The Thing from John Carpenter's The Thing.
What about, what's the next most popular thing? Swamp Thing?
Swamp Thing?
The Swamp Thing.
I guess, we could fight Swamp Thing. Now, if we're going to fight Swamp Thing on his territory...
You got to go after him, because he's like a defensive
he stays around the swamp. Now, I know we want to drain the swamp.
Yeah, that's a different thing. Though.
Yeah, that's a different type of monster.
Yeah.
But with this monster that hangs out in this swamp, what would we use?
Well, swamps are pretty bad as far as conditions for firearms. A lot of moisture, a lot of mud and muck. You want something super reliable.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. And another thing, if it's a swamp, you got a lot of different stuff. You might have to crawl through the muck. You might have to get, in there.
Yeah.
So a rifle might be a lot harder to carry.
Yeah. And we already used the bullpup.
Yeah. So, we'll end up using it again. But for now, the Glock.
Glock 17, perfect choice.
Yeah. Now, with this firearm...
Really any Glock, I guess.
Yeah, I got another little Glock here. If you need an ankle Glock. But the Glock 17, you could go through the muck. You could, even probably get muck purposely inside of it.
Yeah,
and it
for no reason.
For no reason. It would still function.
Just to flex on Swamp Thing.
Yeah, right. And Swamp Thing would be taken out with a Glock.
Yeah, he didn't have, particularly strong defenses or anything. I think he was just a strong
He
monster.
stank, probably. He smelled really
swamp.
bad. Yeah. Probably really bad swamp ass. That's probably where it came from, was Swamp Thing.
Not that he lived in the swamp, but he had swamp ass.
Yeah.
That's where his name came
from. Yeah, right. He smelled so bad that when someone says you have swamp ass, it was from Swamp Thing.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the only explanation. So, okay, that thing, done.
Okay. Should we go... Well, there's other things. There's a thing from the Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a big rock guy.
That is a very shitty comic. But the big rock guy. So, okay.
It's like a Hulk ripoff.
Right, but his skin is made out of molten rock.
Something like that.
Could he shoot fire or anything?
No, that was the fire guy.
Dude, okay, so his whole thing is I'm very hard.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, my skin is rocks.
Yeah. And
super strength, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he was he's like a Hulk ripoff.
Yeah, but with rock skin. Do you know what is a better big rock guy? The Rock Biter. From Neverending Story.
From Neverending Story.
Yeah, I bet he would probably
kick the thing. Ass. Yeah,
because he ate rocks. But we're not a rock biter.
No.
They look like big, good, strong hands, don't they? I always thought that's what they were.
Okay, so we want to knock out a rock monster. You're going to have something with a lot of power and repeatability in order to get through all them rock chips to get to what I assume is a soft underbelly. And that's why we're going to pick the Kalashnikov. You got those 7.62 by 39s. They're going to chip away at the rock monster.
Right.
Called the Thing.
Right. And if socialism has created anything worthwhile, it's destruction.
Yeah.
And the AK, which is good at destroying things.
Yeah. And vodka, which destroys your liver.
Right.
So they probably had that before. They had,
right. And socialism, just destroys your society. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so we beat that thing.
I can think of another thing or pair of things.
A pair of things, okay.
Thing 1, Comrade Sally, thing 1. Thing 2, Comrade Sally, thing 2. Thing 1, thing 2, thing 2, thing 1, Comrade Sally, Comrade, I am the cat.
Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Okay.
From
Thing
Dr.
1
Seuss.
and Thing 2 from Dr. Seuss. Probably more dangerous than the last thing.
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. So, because there's 2 of them.
Yeah, they were like a walking calamity, I believe, was there. Everything in that.
They ruined everything. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So, another thing that I know you think ruins everything is the bullpup design shotgun. Now, Thing 1 and Thing 2, you think 1 and 2, that's 12 gauge. I could take out Thing 1 and 2 with 12 gauge, and if they were kind of separated, I'd have the buckshot in here.
Yeah.
Like to hit both of them. But I mean, maybe if they're doing some trickery or like, popping up, popping down, maybe I'd need a slug to hit them.
Yeah, you think they would like quickly build, were they builders or were they like cleaning up or something?
They just ruined everything.
Yeah. They had weird
I think
hair.
they messed up a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. So you'd have to mess them up with the 12 gauge. Yeah.
I like that. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Does that cover all the its and things that we can think of?
For its and things, yeah, I think so.
All right, well.
Yeah. That's it.
And thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And thing. You're welcome.